I've gotten quite a few questions over the last few weeks about Google Classroom quizzes not importing grades properly as we're trying new things and all that. So I was playing around with it a little bit and actually started having some of the same problems. So I tried to kind of figure them out, and I figured once I did, I'd share them with everybody. So this video is gonna just have stuff about importing grades and things that stop that from happening, attaching documents and attaching videos and still allowing it to import grades. It's all kind of related, and I'll show you how. So when you're creating a quiz and you want it graded, you really can't create it in Google Forms. Well, let me take that back. You can, but you have to put it into Google Classroom in a certain way. So the easiest and most direct way is, if you haven't created the quiz yet, you go to Classwork and you create a quiz. And you give it a title and instructions. And then it says blank quiz. So you go into your quiz and you put in your questions. Okay. So there are your questions. Now, we know that certain questions are gradable, like multiple choice, checkboxes, drop down. I don't know how gradable the rest of these are, but I do know that short answer and paragraph you have to grade on your own. But if you want the quiz to grade itself, stick with multiple choice and play around with the other stuff. Doesn't mean you can't use it. Once you do that, you do the answer key, you assign it a point value, a billion points, I don't know how many points that is. All right, and you've got your quiz, all right? And so when all changes are saved, you can give it a title, just so you know which quiz it is. Make sure you name this, because this is what the kids will see. All changes saved, and you get rid of it. So now here, it'll change when you reload the screen to title quiz, and there you have it. And that's the basic way to make a quiz. Now, you'll notice down here, grade importing is turned on. That means when the kids take the quiz and you go and you look at the assignment, there will be a little button up here somewhere that'll say import grades. And I can show you that in a second. What some people have done is, let's say they wanted to add a text or something. So they go into their Google Drive or they upload something original and they put it in. All of a sudden, grade importing turns off. And there's a little question mark here. And when you go over it, it says grade importing for a form quiz cannot be enabled unless it's the only attachment in the assignment. So if you attach a text that you want the kids to look at, or even a link to a website or a video or something, then it's going to turn off grade importing and not allow you to do that. Now that's really annoying because it's really confusing for the kids for you to do multiple assignments. But I found a way to fix this. If you go back into your quiz, into the editing mode, and if it doesn't take you directly in, there will be a little pencil button down here in the bottom right hand corner that you can click. So in here, if we want to use a video, for example, okay, you can click right here on this little sidebar, add video. And then let's say I want to do this lamb to the slaughter video. I just get the YouTube link from sharing it. I paste it here, search, and add it. Okay, and so now the kids can see the video when they open the quiz. It'll be right there, and you can even put in directions that say, watch this video before answering the questions, and there you go. What if you wanted to put the text in as well? That one is not quite tricky, but it's just kind of a little workaround. If you go to the text, and it doesn't have to be a Google document, it can really be anything, and you click the link. And remember, your link sharing has to be on if you want the kids to use Google Docs. But if it's just a random link to a website, you just copy the link, go in here, and then you can add a section and in the description, post the link. And read this story before moving on. I don't know, something like that. All right. So then the kids will be taken to. We'll have to click the story, and you could create a new section and all that. And then once all changes are saved, you can get out. And if you want to preview the quiz and make sure everything works, you click up here, preview. It'll take you to the quiz. And then you've got a live link to your text or whatever you want to put in there. You've got a YouTube video already embedded, and it's got your questions. And you can separate this into different sections and all that, and the kids can submit. And there you have it. A couple of other things that I have noticed, I don't know this for sure, but up here in settings, I have had it that limit to one response. If that's not checked, I've had problems with that. I also recommend collecting email addresses just as a backup. And then edit after submit, I've also had trouble with that. So I would turn it on limit to one response. I think actually Google Classroom does this for you automatically, but I just would make sure to do that just as a backup, and then save. And there you go. There's your quiz. So when you go in here and you assign the quiz, click that, and you go into the grades, you can click import grades, and if there were students in this class, they'd be there, and it would pull in the grades of any students that have completed the quiz. If they haven't completed the quiz, it'll come up as blank. If you don't click import grades, nothing will show up, okay? It only pulls the grades when you want them pulled. It doesn't automatically update them. So if you import the grades and then somebody else comes in and completes the quiz, if you don't click import grades again, it won't pull the grade in. So just keep that in mind. I hope that this helps some of the questions I've been getting from some people. If you have any more, please let me know. This stuff's fun to me, so as I play around with it, I'll be sure to let you know. So have a great time. Bye.